Welcome to the Repugen Podcast, where we transform patient care.
Welcome back to another episode of the Repugen Podcasts. I'm Jennifer, and I am here with my co-host, John. And today we're discussing a topic that sits at the very heart of healthcare success: patient satisfaction, why it matters so deeply, and how practices can continuously improve it.
That's right. A satisfied patient base isn't just a nice to have. It's the foundation of a thriving healthcare practice. Patient satisfaction directly impacts trust, loyalty, referrals, and even clinical outcomes, making it one of the most important metrics providers should never ignore.
At its core, patient satisfaction determines whether your practice grows or struggles. Satisfied patients are far more likely to return for routine care, recommend your practice to friends and family, and leave positive online reviews that attract new patients.
And without satisfied patients, everything else suffers. Your reputation, referral volume, retention rates, and even staff morale. That's why improving patient satisfaction isn't just a marketing effort. It's a business strategy and a quality of care priority.
Patient satisfaction refers to how patients perceive the quality of care they receive, from clinical interactions to front desk communication, wait times, follow-ups, and overall experience throughout their journey with your practice.
Exactly. It's not just about medical outcomes. It's about how patients feel, whether they felt heard, respected, informed, and supported. Those emotional impressions strongly influence whether patients remain loyal or decide to look elsewhere.
When patients have positive experiences, trust naturally increases. That trust fuels loyalty, encourages adherence to treatment plans, and often leads to better long-term health outcomes because patients feel confident in their care decisions.
On the practice side, high patient satisfaction brings powerful benefits: improved acquisition and retention, stronger online reputation, higher staff engagement, increased productivity, and even a lower likelihood of malpractice claims over time.
That's the big question. How do busy healthcare practices actually monitor satisfaction and make meaningful improvements, especially when providers see dozens of patients daily and staff bandwidth is already stretched thin?
The answer lies in technology. Today's patient satisfaction tools make it possible to track feedback, analyze trends, and act on insights without adding extra workload. Monitoring satisfaction is no longer complicated or time-consuming. It's accessible and actionable.
This is where Repugen plays a critical role. Even practices with limited time or staff can implement powerful satisfaction strategies using Repugen's centralized platform, which transforms patient feedback into clear, actionable insights across every touchpoint.
Let's break down exactly how Repugen helps practices improve patient satisfaction in 8 impactful ways, starting with how it gathers all patient feedback into one easy-to-manage location.
Repugen collects feedback from surveys and online reviews into one unified dashboard, allowing practices to understand exactly how patients feel immediately after their visit without manually checking multiple platforms or chasing down responses.
Having everything in one place gives practices real-time clarity. You instantly know what's working, what's not, and where adjustments are needed, so future patients benefit from improvements driven directly by honest patient feedback.
Repugen doesn't just collect feedback, it analyzes it. Patient comments are converted into intuitive reports that reveal patterns and themes, making it easier for leadership teams to set goals and implement targeted improvement plans.
Instead of guessing, practices can make decisions based on data. These reports help identify recurring issues, highlight strengths, and prioritize actions that will have the biggest impact on patient satisfaction scores.
With AI-based sentiment analysis, Repugen allows practices to see how patients feel about different areas: doctors, front desk staff, wait times, communication, and more, providing a complete picture of the patient experience.
By categorizing emotions like frustration, satisfaction, excitement, or annoyance, practices can tailor improvements precisely where they're needed most, instead of applying broad changes that may not address the real problem.
Tracking sentiment trends over time helps practices understand strengths and weaknesses. Repugen highlights patterns in patient emotions, so leadership can proactively adjust processes before small issues grow into major dissatisfaction.
Turning patient feelings into actionable insights is powerful. When trends are monitored consistently, practices can continuously refine their experience, ensuring satisfaction improves steadily rather than reactively after complaints escalate.
Repugen's patient profiles allow practices to follow sentiment across multiple visits, helping teams understand how satisfaction evolves at each stage of the patient journey, from first appointment to follow-up care.
This visibility makes it easier to pinpoint exactly where satisfaction improves or declines, giving providers the context they need to address concerns and create a smoother, more personalized experience for every patient.
When doctors seeing an average of 20 patients daily, remembering past experiences can be difficult. Repugen's automated reports help teams quickly recall previous feedback before upcoming visits, saving time and improving interactions.
This allows providers to proactively adjust their approach, acknowledge past concerns, and deliver a more thoughtful experience, strengthening patient trust while improving efficiency on both the provider and patient sides.
Repugen also helps practices assess patient loyalty by analyzing historical data. Understanding which patients consistently return and why makes it easier to refine experiences that keep patients engaged long-term.
Where loyalty patterns are clear, practices can focus retention efforts where they matter most, reducing churn and building a stable, satisfied patient base that supports sustainable growth.
Finally, trend reports help practices identify exactly where patient satisfaction drops during certain periods or touchpoints, allowing leadership to address breakdowns before they negatively impact reputation or retention.
These insights empower practices to design smarter acquisition and retention strategies, ensuring patient satisfaction remains strong throughout the entire care journey, not just during clinical interactions.
Repugen makes it easier to understand patient experiences from start to finish, from the moment patients discover your practice to the moment they proudly recommend it to others, creating a truly holistic view of satisfaction.
When patients feel genuinely heard and understood, satisfaction rises naturally. Repugen's intuitive dashboards and reports help practices listen better, act faster, and continuously improve the experiences that matter most to patients.
Improving patient satisfaction isn't about guesswork. It's about listening, learning, and acting consistently. With the right tools, even the busiest practices can build stronger relationships, improve outcomes, and grow sustainably.
If you're ready to elevate your patient experience, now is the time. Schedule a live demo with Repugen and see how powerful data-driven patient satisfaction management can transform your practice.
Thanks for joining us on the Repugen podcast. Visit repugen.com to learn more or book your demo today.
Until next time, keep listening, keep improving, and keep your patients at the center of everything you do.
Thanks for listening to the Repugen Podcast, your path to better healthcare.